Não levo nem saudade dele. Não levo nem saudade dele. Depois que um outro alguém eu encontrei. Não levo nem saudade dele. Não levo nem saudade dele.
So you're not gonna introduce? All right then. It's just me in here then. They don't have names.
I thought you was gonna say something else, and then
I got
I'm
it.
C-Lowe. What's up?
Shaunna.
What's going on, ladies?
Nothing much. Surviving.
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 Some people are happier to be alive than others.
How was the weekend, ladies?
I'll go first because I feel like C-Lowe has a testimony.
Right on.
My weekend was really good. I got to hang out with some of my friends yesterday. Went to an awesome event with Three Stacks, which is a local band. There's three guys. They're my friends. And it was very nice. There was a little bit too many people. Like, it was a crowd.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous. I went in nervous because I haven't been out in like 2 months since Delta came out. But so I decided to go and just support. So I was like one of the only people that kept my mask on.
I was about to ask you.
And then I took it off to take pictures, and I was just like, well, what's the purpose? Because I'm already like exposing myself. So yeah, but it was really good. It felt like old times kind of, because I haven't been out to a club with that many people there in a long, long time.
You mean old times like pre-COVID?
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Like where everybody's just like walking around, touching each other, bumping into people, talking like, hey, how you doing? Stuff like that. Hitting on folks. You couldn't even hit on nobody a year ago. You had to meet them online.
So when this COVID thing first started, and I started noticing that this mask thing was really saving people, and I ain't talking about from the actual disease. I just mean like people with banging bodies and ugly faces was getting by out here in the world. You know what I mean?
And people with messed up teeth.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you couldn't see. That's the main thing I check, and I can't see your mouth. I'm like, oh.
But the eyes are the window of the soul, so you guys are shallow.
Yeah, but don't nobody.
Sorry, but if your
Don't nobody. Yeah.
Wait.
I hear you.
You were picking up new people during COVID?
Did I?
You were supposed to have your circle, I thought.
Right.
Trying to
you're
think.
just
Your safety
people
circle.
that you go around.
Like the
That's
Sea
it.
Bear circle type of thing.
Oh, you talking about just going to see people? I'm talking.
No, we're talking about like going to
Okay, yeah.
see,
Well,
see people.
Yeah, they were familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were familiar.
You don't wanna-
Still nice to look at, other
Yeah,
folks.
I don't think you pick, anybody's unattractive.
But that's the thing with the mask though. Like, hey, y'all fine when you work out and you got the mask on. Like I seen some A+ out here. You know what I mean? Then they took the mask off. I'm like, ooh, okay.
It took them down to what?
So it gave them clout.
And is that catfishing at that point?
Mask fishing?
There you go, mask
It's a
fishing.
new thing.
Yeah.
That's
Mask
good.
fishing.
Mask fishing.
I like
It's
that.
kind of like when guys wear hats and they don't have a hairline underneath it.
Tell me about it.
Or they're real short and they get like a really big truck and then
But-
they pop out.
You should already automatically assume the dude in the big truck is short. You can tell. Like, just look at the size of his, you know what I mean? Like, little head motherfuckers in big trucks, you know they
have
short.
hope. I still have hope.
You know when they hop out, it's like, oh, that's funny. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I dated a guy that was 5'5", so I'm not going to discriminate, I guess.
He was right at chest level, huh?
That's not his fault. It was his parents' fault.
I'm not blaming anything.
You didn't feel like
He was
so
nice.
Did you not wear heels with him?
Of course I did.
No
You
mercy.
didn't feel
Oh,
type of way?
No mercy
I am a strong
for the
black
vertically
woman.
challenged.
And if you have a problem with it, that's on you. You knew
She
I was
said-
tall when I met you.
She said, I'm a strong black
Strong
woman. That mean I wear heels. All right.
Right.
All right.
I always wear heels, so I'm not gonna change that for you. If you got a complex, nah, not me.
Screw you and your insecurities,
Guess what?
shorty. Damn you, shorty. All right. C-Lowe,
Yo.
I noticed you were on the river. You were on the river. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't even.
I thought you was gonna bring it in.
Nah.
Okay.
What happened? What happened to you, man?
She
Like,
had to tell a good one. She already cried.
Yeah,
cause you came in here like The Walking Dead.
Now like the sitting dead.
Yeah. Like The Walking
I'm just
Dead.
trying to hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I went to the lake yesterday, and I chilled. And so the first thing that happened.
Which lake?
I go to Blues Creek. It's
Okay.
right by my house. So they had like a event for the members and stuff, but we were just out there chilling on the lake. And so I tried something new yesterday because we didn't take the boat really far out. So typically I'm on like a mat where I just lay on the mat and just chill. But
On the water?
On the water.
Like some lazy river type shit.
Yeah, so it's just a big mat, and you know, people can sit on it, and the water's underneath you, so nothing's gonna touch you.
I would hope the water's underneath you.
So yesterday I was like, I'm gonna be adventurous, and I'm gonna get on the float, right?
She
So that
said
means
the water's underneath you. What else
my
is the-
booty
She
was
still
out,
dead.
and so a fish like bit me.
Like an inner tube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it was like a little chair type thing, and it had like the float and arms, but your butt was out in the middle of it.
Okay.
And so the fish nibbled my butt. And it freaked me out because I just wasn't expecting that. And so with me freaking out, I jumped out the tube
Into the water.
into the water.
Because
And
the water was underneath.
Right,
It was
right.
underneath.
Keeping
And
it all in
I'm
perspective.
thinking that we were still close enough to the edge where I could touch the bottom. Oh no, I didn't touch the bottom. The bottom was nowhere inside.
You didn't almost
I
drown,
was
did
like, oh my gosh, no, I know how to swim.
Oh, okay.
But it was just like, it caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit, I know that's, oh. And then by that time, because I jumped and freaked out, my tube was way over there. And I'm like, damn, like, I had to go swim to get the tube. And so then I took my butt back on the boat.
Thank you for all our
Hands
for all our
up,
children, for
right?
all the
Nobody tried to save
for
you?
all the kids.
No, they
Fans.
just watched me. They were.
So wait, were you the only person that looked like you out there?
I was. I definitely was. And they watched me. I mean, they were like, hey, are you okay?
Oh, after you saved yourself.
But they were telling me, it's okay. Don't freak out. It's just a fish. You didn't know that, though. Like, did you see the fish? Like, how do you know it was a fish?
So it was
You
a
know what I'm
freshwater
saying?
shark?
Like, it was something, like, I don't know. It could have been anything. At that point, I thought it was Godzilla that came up the water. Like,
Freshwater shark.
yeah, so then amongst that, and then I was like, I had
So
a
once
really
you
bad
saved
hangover.
yourself,
Yeah.
what went through your mind? Like when you were about to die under the water, what did you think? You really thought it was like something extraterrestrial that touched you?
I did. I really thought, because again, thinking we weren't as far out as we typically are. So I just thought that we were like at the shallow points. I didn't really think anything was over there. So at that point, I felt like something came up out the ground and was just like
After you.
after me.
Yeah.
Like just me.
Because it didn't touch anybody
They
else.
didn't touch, nobody else got bit though. Like nobody else got bit. So then I was like, but honestly, when I went down, I thought, oh, they trying to take me out. Like they playing this.
So let me, just so I can follow the story. The fish and the other people were in cahoots to take you out on
what I felt like.
on the river.
On the river.
All right.
How much had you had to drink?
What had you had to drink?
The thing is, I only drank beer and wine. I didn't have
Together.
any liquor. but
Like
I
was there
did
an
took
order?
it.
Beer before liquor?
So I was drinking beer, but a lot of beer prior to, and then I drank some wine, and then I didn't drink any more beer after that. So I had the wine last, and then I thought I was okay, but last night, oh, I was not okay.
So who did you go with?
By myself.
So what's the first rule of swimming? Never go by yourself.
But I mean, there was other people there.
That never tried to save you?
Clearly, they were not your people.
I mean, like, I don't think they really could have. They were really kind of drunk, so I wasn't expecting them to try to, like.
So you were already a little inebriated when you was in the water.
Well,
when
I
you,
mean, we was on the floats drinking, so I had probably been on the float, mind you, about a good 2 hours before the fish had bit me.
So you had sunstroke and you were drunk.
I had, yeah. So I was very feeling the vibe.
yeah, the
And then
vibe.
the-
And emotion and ocean.
And it came, and I was like, whoa, psh. It was probably not the best decision, but I'm here. I made it,
That deep.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it, man.
But I will not do that ever again. I have my limit. I'm not getting on the floaty in the lake. It's just the mat or the boat, and that's it for me. Like,
Drink on land from now on.
yeah.
That's safe.
And stick to one type of alcohol.
Yeah. I'm not going to do the beer wine thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a terrible combo.
I'm going to just do beer or wine.
Cause it sounded like you were at a beach music festival, you know what I mean? But okay.
They had a band. They had a live band. They had food trucks out there. It was a nice little event. I'm
Y'all
not
shag
gonna lie, but
dance
it
and
was-
stuff.
I know how to shag dance.
I believe it.
Personal story.
I believe it. I believe it. Every bit of it.
Swing dance too.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
We was jamming. They was getting down.
Mm-hmm.
Getting down.
So did you do the thing like when like if you're walking somewhere and you accidentally trip and fall and you look around and make sure nobody saw it? Did you do that, or you were just like, forget it, I'm trying to save my life?
When?
Like when you almost drowned
When you were flailing in the water.
and then had to go swim for your float, were you just like,
No, I just went and got my float and took my butt right to the boat and got on the boat. Like, I was done with the water at that point. Like, it was nothing else. I
You
ain't had
didn't-
nothing
you
to
weren't
say.
embarrassed or none of that stuff?
No, I was like, I felt like I almost died. Nobody tried to save me. So at that point, I just wanted to get the float and get to the boat.
by the way, at home, I would have gone home.
I just wanted to get 1 to 2. That's it. That's all I was thinking about. And then I just sat on the boat like, and then everybody's like, "Are you okay?" It's too late for that. Like,
After the fact.
just died.
But how was your weekend?
I was cool, man. I went to visit some of my folks in the Charlotte, Kannapolis area. You know what I mean? Went and saw them, kicked, they had a good time. Ain't nothing too major. Just got away for like a day. You know what I mean? Came back.
You stay traveling now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm single with no children, man. I tried to enjoy all the amenities of being single with no kids.
Team no kids.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, cause that one day when I do have them, you know, shit's pretty much over for me. So I'm just enjoying it while it lasts.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's over for you. To all the parents out there, I don't think your life is over.
I never said, I wasn't talking about them. I said me. I'm not gonna be able to move like I do now. So
Yeah,
yeah,
same way.
I don't have to
That is
tell
true.
anybody when I'm going, where I'm going.
Do
I love
nobody's
that.
hair before you get ready to go somewhere, dress somebody else.
Dress
Ooh, I'm not
them,
looking forward
do
to
all
that.
Pack a bag of snacks and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
She's like,
Because I've been used to me taking care of me for so long.
Yep.
I think that, not that it would be an inconvenience, but it would be detrimental to my life, like a life change, that you have to, there's somebody else that I have to make sure they stay alive. When I've only been counting on me to take
Right.
care of me for almost
Ever.
40 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forever. Yeah. So I did that. Yeah, man. And that's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? We back here now, and that's my weekend. Ta-da!
ta-da.
What about all this heat? Why is it so hot?
It is August in North Carolina.
But it's never been this hot before, like the humidity and all that stuff. It's
It
not.
is rather hot.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous this year. I feel like it.
Probably global
You know how
warming.
everybody blames on COVID.
Global warming.
Well, the masks don't help, but then again, they help for other reasons.
Child, tell me. But this lady, when I was at the doctor this week, she was like, you know, these masks, the nurse, she was like, I'm so tired of wearing this. You know, they really don't work anyway.
They don't really work, but
And
they
I was
help.
like, yeah, they just help. She's like, they don't help nothing. I was like, somebody needs to go home. Like, jeez.
She's still gonna be mad at the house. She's still gonna
Well, she
mad
need to
at the
be mad at the house. Like, she talking like that to all the patients. Like, take that energy on.
Oh, she's telling the patients that they don't
Yeah,
work?
Did she
was the
tell everybody, or
nurse.
she just told you that? Did she feel comfortable enough to tell you?
I mean, she told me, and then I heard her in the hallway when she closed the door, like, these masks don't make no sense. Ain't you hot? You ain't hot. Like, she was saying that. So I was like, maybe you should go home.
This one girl, I'm not gonna say where I was. She told me that she didn't want to wear her mask because it was running into her eyelashes. Well, how are your eyelashes that long?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I don't want to wear my mask because it's interfering with my eyesight because my eyelashes keep running into it. I guess it was picking up the mask. I don't know. How do y'all feel about those long eyelashes?
I hate them. Sorry, that was really strong, but I just do not see the point of all the extraness. Like, I know this gotta hurt, I know it's gotta make you, and then if you look at people with the extra long lashes, their eyes are like extra red and they're always doing something with their face. Like, I don't like them at all, but
I think some of them are cute. If they look natural, then they're cute. It just adds, like, accentuates your look. But the fluffy ones are the ones I don't like.
It look
They
like
look
caterpillars.
Yeah, it's just like, I know
on
you can't
your
see.
face. Like,
How do you feel?
B Mac, can't wait for you to get back, homie.
Okay, we're having girl talk.
We talking about fucking eyelashes.
Just cut him off the camera.
We talking about eyelashes right
Welcome
now.
back.
I mean, you can look at a lady that has eyelashes on. Do you like them on a lady, or don't you like them?
Well, that's not one of the first 1,000 things I notice on y'all is the eyelashes.
What's the first thing you notice?
Is she attractive or not? Because if she's not, then I don't care about anything else. What the hell do I care about an eyelash if you're not even attractive?
I can respect that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the consensus is that most men don't really care for, like, the extra.
yeah, all that other shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Makeup and all of that stuff.
I'm real simple. Yeah, I just want everything, most of it, to be yours.
So, like, no fake boobs. And
Wait,
butts.
most of it. What's your exception?
Right.
Yeah. Huh?
What's your exceptions? You said most of it.
Weaves just seem like wearing socks these days, so I mean, I can't really.
So you're cool with people wearing weaves?
I mean, it's not my hair, so I don't give a fuck what you do. What I'm saying is,
It doesn't bother you.
right, because it's just part of the outfit these days.
Facts. So what else? Do you mind, like, fake breast or fake?
I would prefer it to all be hers, you know.
Have you ever run across fake stuff? Body parts?
Glory be to God, not yet.
Yeah.
It is Sunday. It is Sunday.
I cannot.
Yeah, not yet. You know what I mean? Not yet. Not yet. You know what I mean? Because I always do wonder how it would feel, though.
You mean like fake boobs
Mhm.
and stuff?
Yeah. Because they look like they feel like they're plastic.
It's more of like a gummy bear type. It depends on what kind you get.
Probably like,
So one of my friends does have hers done. It feels like a gummy bear. Like, it's not hard, but it's not super soft. Like, you know,
Like
a
naturally.
real, yeah.
You could tell, okay, it's some
Underneath there.
Gotcha.
ew, that whole visual made me kind of like.
I mean, she didn't ask me to help her pay for nothing.
I mean, to each his own. I ain't knocking it. I just couldn't do that personally to myself. Or that surgery that everybody's getting now,
The BBL.
the gastric thing. Is that
Oh,
what
I'm
it
talking
is?
about everybody's doing BBL.
Oh,
Brazilian
that
butt
gastric
lift.
thing. That gastric thing old. People been
Yeah.
doing that.
You can pay like $50 and get the gastric sleeve done.
I mean, like everybody's. I think more.
no,
of us,
seriously,
I think
because your
people-
insurance will pay for it.
Yeah, they're doing it at my job, and like everybody just went and got it. Like it was everybody. I was
You would
like,
never have that done?
No.
My sister had that done,
Oh, damn.
and she lost about 80 pounds, and she looks great, and she's healthier than she's ever been.
That's good. I know a lot of people have done it,
Yeah.
and they look absolutely amazing. Like one of my close friends did it, and she's right now at 100 pounds
Mhm.
altogether, and she looks great. But I just personally would never do it.
Old fashioned way. Just diet and exercise.
Or
That's one of mine.
none of that.
Or,
Beer and wine.
or just be like, whatever. Or just drink beer and wine on the river.
Take me as I am.
It's, oh, man.
Just, hey,
Worst phrase ever. Terrible phrase. Hate that phrase. Nope. We can all stand some improving. Speaking of your job, though, $200 extra for health insurance if you're not vaccinated. Have they already started it?
no, it's not at my company yet. But I'm pretty sure once one major airline jumps out there and does something, the other one is sure to follow. Which I am surprisingly grateful that they're not making their employees get vaccinated, because
Yeah.
I feel like that's your personal choice, and I don't feel like a company should make you be vaccinated or not. But I kind of expected the insurance thing to come up because they got to cover their behind somehow. And then, like, the company that is doing it, they put out a valid report of why they were increasing it and put the numbers out there of how much they had to pay for people that had got sick, and you know, so I get it, and I expect it to happen. But am I happy about it? No. Insurance is already high enough. Like, I feel like I'm at the what's that movie, that TV show Down in the Valley? What was that?
P-Valley?
Yeah, they need to come back out or something, or I need to hire it.
You
just to
gonna
have
make some moves? You about to make some moves? Did you just
So
admit
are
that?
you saying you're going to be an exotic dancer?
That was just a joke.
Oh, okay.
like,
All right. mean,
But I mean, I feel like
times
at
are
this
hard.
point, like,
Duke powers harder.
golly.
But she couldn't take a fish nibbling at her butt, but she gonna dance around the pole in front of strangers.
I sure couldn't. I could not take
don't
the
think-
nibble. Like
in my
it was
mind,
not
it doesn't.
there.
Doesn't work.
But I could see the people necessarily. You know what I'm saying? I see their people. I didn't know it was a fish. You get what I'm saying? Like I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So it's a difference.
I heard that in New York, they mandated that the teachers have to be vaccinated.
Mm.
Yeah. As an unvaccinated person myself, if they offered me that, like you have to get it or you're not gonna have a job, yeah, I'd pick unemployment. Yeah.
I wasn't surprised though because you know now like to go in their restaurants and public areas you have to show a vaccination card.
They did that in New Orleans 2 weeks ago. Now, mind you, I just went to New Orleans 3 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, they started it where you had to show your vaccine card to even get in the restaurant.
Mhm.
And everybody was showing how that every place was empty. All the restaurants and bars and stuff were empty. So I don't know how that's going to help.
You gotta have freedom papers to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before they let you in like restaurants, event spaces, you have to show a vaccination card.
But in the long run, it's really hurting the economy. I mean, it's going to help health-wise, but it's going to hurt the economy. So they're just going to have to end up, it's a vicious cycle.
They're gonna have to
You're going to have to
change it.
keep giving out checks to people, free money. I wish I had an EBT card.
Me too. With some kids
I
because
just
you
get
get
so
that
jealous.
kid extra.
PBET?
Yeah, like oh.
I would have had about 7 of them had I known.
Yeah, it's ladies' night, y'all. It's definitely ladies' night here at ShopTalk
Let's
NC.
talk about some sports.
I'll be the only one talking.
You
No, she
wouldn't.
knows sports. I don't.
She's a Washington Redskins fan. She don't know sports.
Excuse me, it's Washington team at this point.
Oh, y'all
and
still
I
the
do
football
know
team?
Sports just because.
Y'all still the football
How
team?
you gonna say that because of your Panthers?
Y'all
They ain't nothing.
still the football team?
We are still the football
What's the
team.
mascot?
Washington.
The
A
mascot
W.
is
So
the.
that's it.
A W. It's the Washington team. We are the team. That's
Mhm.
what they call us now, and
Mhm.
we're still better than the Panthers.
Okay.
So
All right.
we are.
Okay.
But I'm excited. Football is starting back, aren't you?
Yeah, sure.
No,
Yeah.
you don't watch it at all.
I love football personally. I almost tried out for a semi-professional women's league in Jacksonville.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually really good at playing sports. I just don't watch it. So I was
The lingerie football league?
no, not that one.
Oh.
No, not that one.
Oh,
We had to
Lord.
put on pads and all that stuff and like.
They got pads on the lingerie league?
Sir, no,
Like the-
not that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just no. Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
no.
Mm.
I know what you're talking about though. Yeah. If I wanted to work at Hooters, I would.
interesting. So what position were you gonna play?
Quarterback.
Really?
Or I'm actually like center would have been a good job too because like you don't have to do too much. You don't have to do too much. You just like hike the ball and then like this.
That's a big drastic like.
No, it's not.
quarterback
No,
defender,
I'll tell you.
like-
I'll explain why. Let me
That's
set
a
up and put my
job.
professor hat on.
Look. Oh, here come the teacher mode.
Yeah.
The reason
yeah.
why is because I'm really good at throwing the football to people. Like I can hit a target.
Okay.
And I learned that from playing with the kids. I was quarterback on both sides.
Uh-huh.
So then but center seems like it would be, you couldn't mess it up as much. Like you got to know like the depth to throw it and all that stuff. But that doesn't seem really hard versus like, I'm not really going to risk that much injury.
I mean, you got to protect the quarterback.
Yeah, but basically you come up and you're just like this. And so I could do that.
Okay.
Anybody could do that. Corey, you could do that. Come on with me.
I'm gonna stick to basketball.
That's injuries. I'm not.
Football.
I want
is
something that's not going to get me CTE and no concussions. And I feel like I could see somebody come out, even if I was the quarterback.
That's the main
I could
issues in
know.
football.
Yeah, but if those two positions aren't, if I see you coming, I'm just going to lay down.
Oh, okay. So your quarterback is on his
Oh,
own.
I have
when
strategy.
You see somebody coming. Yeah, strategy is
So
you
you ain't
fuck.
gonna be
That's
on the field that
that's the
much.
strategy.
No, I'm going to be on the field when it's my turn. That's it.
When it's your turn.
But when your turn is, because if your coach realizes that you're doing what you're doing and you just see something and just gonna
Well, I'm going to do it
automatically
until
run
they say something.
out. Oh, okay.
I don't
You have a
think
bright future plan for the Washington football team.
Oh, you tried it.
Jesus, Lord.
Don't do that. I
Jesus
cannot wait
Christ.
till the season goes in effect and it shows that the Washington
They
team
ain't
is
gonna
better
play
than
this
the
year. It's gonna be a
Panthers.
wrap.
Like,
As soon as somebody tests positive.
go
We can all
Washington.
dream, man. We can all dream.
When's the last time they won something? Like championship?
For the person
or-
that doesn't watch a lot of sports, so why would you come ask me
That's a
all
valid
these
question for someone who
questions?
doesn't
Like,
watch sports.
but it
When's the
doesn't
last time they
matter.
won?
Like,
All
it
I know is
doesn't
the
matter.
ring, right?
All you know is who?
The ring. Like, when did they get a ring? Did y'all have
Like
a
the
ring?
Super Bowl?
Yeah,
we
that's what
have
it's called.
She said that's what it's called. We have won a Super Bowl.
When? What year?
I mean, it's been a while. We haven't done anything.
A while is
Decades?
like 10 years.
Decades ago?
Doug Williams was the quarterback. Let's not. A while.
76. 19. Does it start with a 19?
She said, does it start with a 19? Yeah,
I feel
yo.
like. I feel like.
Of course. Of course you do.
I'm being.
It was. I can Google it.
B-Mac, where are you at?
B-Mac would have been right here and lost and coughing on me.
Yeah, he.
I do miss you though.
We do miss you, but it is
Mm-hmm.
kind of like you did cough and then you ain't here. Nah, I'm just playing. You cool.
Oh,
they're
conspiracy
working-
theories.
They're slotted to win something big this year. Is that what you're saying? Like
Who's
their
Washington?
team is The team.
It's
is,
just so in my division, like it's us, the Eagles, the Giants, and the Cowboys. And the Cowboys typically always act like they're gonna be better and gonna be Super Bowl.
they have a large
bound.
fan base.
Yes. So this year they put all their faith thinking Dak was gonna come back, and so like it's this big thing that Dak is not gonna be playing, or he might play, but his shoulder is not ready to play.
I thought
and
it was his
so-
ankle. Didn't he like lift it
Well,
up and was
he
dangling?
messed up something, and then his shoulder's not ready to play, and they don't want to put him out there, and so Jerry's like freaking out and doesn't want to put more money into another quarterback because they just paid Dak all that money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, yes.
Damn.
Drama. It's just gonna take it away. So I've already X'd them out. And
So
the
based on
Eagles didn't
somebody
have
else
to.
being injured is how your team's gonna do better?
Not injured, they just don't have a
That's
predominant
a
quarterback.
terrible game plan.
Like,
That's a
they
terrible
don't
game
have a
plan.
quarterback. You don't have a quarterback. That's a main part of your team, and they put a lot of money in that. And he's supposed to be their superstar. And I'm saying if they ain't got their superstar, they ain't gonna do good.
Facts. So when he hurt himself, wasn't he like running it in to like make a touchdown or something? When Dak got hurt, if he would have had my strategy just laid down.
But if you have the ball, you can't just lay down. With
I
the
mean,
ball.
run a little bit, but can't when you start sliding, they can't really tackle you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
So my strategy works.
No. You said lay down. No, that doesn't.
That's-
Laying down does not work.
Aren't you on the ground?
Sliding. No.
But you
Slide
gotta
laying on the
slide.
ground. Okay, my lingo might not be right.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But you know what I meant.
Yeah. Just lay down. All right. Speaking of laying down,
Ooh.
before you can get to the laying down, you have to go through the first date process. 5 things you never want to hear from the opposite sex on the first date.
How much money do you make?
Yes.
Why do you need to know that? Are you planning on me and you splitting my check? Are you planning on living with me?
I don't want to hear about your ex on the first date.
I kind of do though.
I don't.
I do. I want to know what happened.
Like, let me know you first. Let's talk. Let me get to talking about some other stuff before I find out about. Like, I don't want to know about your ex the first day. No.
I do though. I want to know what happened to see if it was you or if it was them.
How you gonna know if it's? My thing is,
You don't know.
are you really gonna get the truth out of just one
Right.
person, one side
if
of
you
it?
ask the right questions, most of the time people will tell on themselves.
Like,
Like if you say, so you and your girlfriend broke up, were y'all happy before that? Yes, we were happy. What happened to change that? And they'll tell you the story. They'll tell you from their angle. But then if you change the question and just say, well, how do you think she felt about what happened? And then they have to come out of themselves and think for the other person. So there's different ways you can change the questions around to ask
Most
people
people ain't
things.
gonna answer that.
Well, that's why I am who I am.
yeah,
I'm good at reading
a
people.
teacher. Yep.
What's yours?
Oh man, the one thing the opposite sex should not say on the first date is "I'm pregnant."
Is it yours?
Can't be. This is our first date.
Well, knowing you, you might have some special moves. I take that back. I'm not judging
So,
that man.
what happens if she says that? What do you do?
What do you mean? You do what any self-respecting person would do.
Wait, time.
This is over.
What's
this, is,
wrong with being pregnant?
this is done here. We're done here.
Ain't going on a
But do you
date.
finish the dinner? Like,
I mean, she's free to do whatever she wants. I said I'm gone. Like,
so you gonna get up and leave?
yeah, I'm done here.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm done.
Have you ever been on a date with somebody and they told you they were pregnant? Is that like a scar for you?
Nah, no, but it's just something I don't see that.
Come to the couch.
Like, you shouldn't even be dating if that's the case.
Why can't she be pregnant and like maybe she has her stuff together or maybe like stuff? But why can't she date because she's pregnant? She ain't asked you.
Yeah, you
What if they're
you
not
can
together?
date
But
the
not
guy
you. Can't
who
date
got you pregnant. Yeah, date that him.
Just not me.
Yeah, him. That's who's supposed to be paying for all your meals.
What if
Listening.
she was pregnant, but she wasn't like with anybody? Like she went and got.
Well, that's just crazy.
surrogate, you know, like the.
Then she's not pregnant then.
What if she?
Yes, she
what if
did,
she
like,
was?
If she
pregnant?
got a surrogate, then she's not pregnant.
Not a surrogate. I meant like, what if she went to the bank and like just
Sperm
reached
bank?
out
Yeah, fertility and all
got
that stuff.
pregnant that way, and she's just doing it on her own.
Hell
What
no.
happens then?
What if she was
No.
pregnant and the baby daddy died? And
That
she's
is
just trying to move
that
on with
is
her life.
that is totally unfortunate.
You still ended it all?
This dinner's over.
You're
In
not
all
attracted to pregnant
situations?
women? Is that what you're saying?
I can say that. I can proudly say that. Yes,
So you don't? Do you date women who have kids?
I have before.
Do you want to be with somebody who already has kids?
I've done that before.
No, that's not my question. My question is like, do you want to marry
Oh, no,
somebody
no,
with kids? I figured that because
Team
of what
no
you were
kids
saying.
again. That's all I'm saying. I wish I had an EBT.
I just want to
card.
start. I want to do everything from scratch, man. You know what I mean? Nothing against the add water and stir method. I just want mine from scratch.
Add water and stir. Boy, like I'm not even gonna laugh. I'm not gonna participate.
I laughed.
No,
That was hilarious.
That's on y'all. That was my covers.
No, I
Covers
loved it.
around,
It
like,
made so much sense to me
I'm
in my
just
mind.
saying.
add water and stir.
Ready made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready made. Yeah. What's
I,
wrong about
I
it?
would personally not. I would like to date someone that has kids, but
Mm.
if they don't have kids, then that's fine too. But we're all getting a little bit older. How are you going to find that?
Well, somebody without kids.
We're the last of the Mohicans.
I mean, it's all about location at this point. You know what I mean? If you're willing to travel, you'll find what you're looking for.
You know what you could do? Start a multi-million-dollar company and have a dating site for people that don't have kids that are looking for other people that don't have kids. Don't take my idea.
I was getting ready to say thanks.
Somebody,
I mean,
somebody better get popping on it.
appreciate
like.
it.
Ding, 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 ding.
No,
'Cause
so
you know I will, like,
another thing that somebody should not say to me on a first date is anything sexual. I don't like that. Like the first date should not be like, I'm trying to get with you sexually. Even though you might, want to, of course, eventually you're attracted to each other, but don't say it.
Is that? Wouldn't the attraction be first though? Wouldn't that be
The attraction
initial?
is there, but it's tacky to bring it up on the first date.
I don't know. I think it's the way you go about saying stuff.
Like what? Give me an example.
You
You look nice. Compliments are accepted, but like that type of thing. No.
It's situational. You know what I mean? Because y'all can be sitting there, conversations going well, then you just make a little joke on the side, and she might smile and do that little shit y'all do with your hair and your thing and all that kind of shit. And then you're like, hi, she fucked with that one, okay? She fucked with that one. All right. Yeah. See.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, you might not, but you fell for it. You know what I mean? You want to see, you still fell for it. You still fell for it.
It worked. It's
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Maybe
Might not
so.
like it, but it was
Right.
effective. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Some people.
Yeah.
So what's something else you don't want someone to say on a first date?
I don't talk about your parents.
Why?
I
What
don't
is
wanna
up with you?
You don't like to
is
hear about
wrong?
shit.
God, dog.
Don't talk about any other humans while it's just
Just talk
me and
to
you.
me. Look at me. I'm the
I'm
captain
not,
now.
like, I just don't like talk to me about you. Like tell me stuff, but I don't want to talk about parents. And I don't. Okay, I guess I'm kind of biased on that now because at this point, like both my parents are dead, so I don't want to have that conversation with you the first date. Like I don't want to open that up. Like let's just stay away from that for me.
So that's why you don't want them to talk about their parents.
I can see that, but what about like if that's a big part of who they are?
Okay, great. Let's move. Let's get to
Jesus.
know each other a little bit more before we talk about parents. Cause why are we talking about parents on the first
So
date?
what
anyways?
date?
Like,
Because what if you say like, my parents are really old and like I come from the old school. That's how they raised me, and so that's why I'm such a good person.
okay,
or
so you can say that, but let's not go into
Hey,
detail.
you gotta write
like-
this down and pass it to them or something because they're not gonna know how to date you. Lord
Part of
have
your-
mercy.
They
The parents might be part of the backstory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I tell people that all the time. My parents are really old. They, I grew up with the old spirit because of that. and that's a big part of who I am. And so I feel like,
Yeah, and Courtney would tell you right there, stop. I don't want to hear nothing else about your parents. That's it. That's all you get right there.
Because I mean, why can't you be like, yeah, I have an old spirit, I have this and this,
Without mentioning the parents.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you tell me about you without referencing anybody else at that moment? Like, I don't.
because you don't exist in this world by yourself.
You can,
Um,
kinda, like.
Well, then you wouldn't be on a date. That's two people.
Well, true, but like you don't have to talk about. That's just me. I don't.
Oh, that's
wanna
weird
hear
to me. I don't know.
About
Let me think about that.
And all of that. Like, don't give me a full. Oh, my ex this, my parents that. Oh. Oof.
So what if they talk about their kids, or you don't date people with kids? That's a person.
It is, and I have dated people with kids.
So they can't talk about their kids, or they can.
You can tell me you got kids.
Her face is disgusted. Zoom in. Her face is disgusted.
I mean, you can tell me you got kids,
I mean,
but I don't want to talk about them right there on the first date.
But then wouldn't you be upset if they told you after the fact that they had like 7 kids because you didn't want them to bring it up on the first date? I don't want
I'm
nobody
not
with
saying
7
that you
kids.
can't tell me like I'm such and such and I have kids. Okay, cool. How many kids? Or I have such and such kids. Cool. Let's not talk about Juju does this and plays this sport.
You don't want them to pull the phone out and start showing you stuff.
Pictures,
Okay. Okay, I get
The
it.
next
I get it.
natural question for me is how old are they? Because I want to know how close in the timeline is the last baby mama to y'all the last time they dated. That's what I would want.
But why?
Why not? To see if they're going to have a possibility of getting back together.
But why?
The baby's 3 months old. Now what?
Still fresh.
Okay, the baby 3 months old.
So then they could possibly be getting back together in my mind.
Even if the baby was 3 years old, at that point, because they still connected, to me, they could still get back together at that point too. A 3-month versus 3-year timeline doesn't have anything set on them not hooking up. They
You
can
feel
hook
really
up
strong
anytime,
about that.
like if they want to. Like, I just don't like to hear about kids. Your
God
parents.
almighty.
Like, that's just my preference.
Well, so what can they talk about?
Nothing. Their experience of them in their room sitting by themselves.
No, see, that's a closed mind. Like, you gotta open your mind to it. There's a lot of things you could talk about. There's a whole thing we can go back for. You just don't have to bring up. Like, I think people, when they sit down and meet people, feel like it's kind of like an interview. I
Of
gotta
course.
bring out
Yeah.
my best
Yeah.
qualities, and I gotta tell you X, Y, Z. You ain't really gonna tell me the nitty gritty. What I really need to know.
What is it that you really want to know? Okay, so first date, what are some important things that you want to get laid out on the table?